So I used to have a realm, and it got corrupted out. This is what's left of it. When I ended the realm after it got corrupted, I just downloaded the file, and everything that's in here is how the realm was when we left the realm, and I canceled the realm because of the corruption. So I'm in my house right now, but I'm going to go out and we're just going to kind of look at everything. A lot of stuff is just straight missing. I don't know. It corrupted the world around us, so just outside the mountains, it turned into all oceans and everything, and this happened when the aquatic update came out. So it's been like a year. There was a lot of roads and stuff that we had originally. We had a giant town in the middle of this area that I'm kind of circling here. We had a lot of auto farms. There was like an auto chicken farm with hoppers and auto melon farmer. There was some auto wheat farms and stuff here. One of the things that still remains here is the wood storage area. It was just something makeshift to make a goofy video on when I very first started making YouTube videos. A lot of the items and stuff are gone too. All the wood we had in the storage is gone. There was something here in between the two of them, but I can't remember what was there. We also had like this little pet cemetery, which I have a video on. I had made this because I spent hours and hours and hours walking. It was 20,000 blocks in one direction was the closest jungle. And I got a bird, and I brought it all the way back, and then the bird got killed as soon as I was here at my house, because we used to play with difficulty on all the time, and my bird ended up getting killed. So I had to go all the way back and get another one. We had a huge row of shops here, which, if you've been on my channel for a long time, there is a few videos of us making the shops. Now, there was a bunch of shops here. The only thing that's left of the shops is Rhino's armor shop, his armor stands that he had. That's it. The food shop, you know, the shop for like dyed wool, clothing. I can't remember what all we had. Everyone had a shop, but the only thing that's left is the armor stands. So down here was one of the first things I built too in this world, was just like a little greenhouse, and it was just to make a kind of a quick video when I first got started. And it seems like this is still intact. Both the major food boxes that we added way later on are still there, and then the greenhouse itself still looks good. Now we have this little, really garbagey little lean-to design for where we had all of our pets and stuff. I don't know why both this donkey and this horse are both named Tyler. They're both Nojo's old pets. Now right here we used to have a bridge that actually connected all the way over there, and then there was a huge mine over there. It was a community mine. It had a really nice entrance with a meeting room table and cookers and all kinds of stuff, and went down to where we did blast mining with dynamite, and we had it going like thousands of blocks in a couple different directions. But that's all gone. It's all just been erased apparently. Over here we actually had a staircase that led up to a little community nether portal, and I thought it'd be funny to make a little house underneath it, and Helen actually lived in that house for a little while when she played with us, and it was kind of funny, but that's obviously gone now. So up here in between these mountains we had a line of glass, and I had put a bucket of lava on each piece. So there's like a lava curtain, and that's where we had like this little house made that had the nether portal and stuff in it up there. A lot of stuff is gone in this world. This world looked so much better before, and it's totally ruined. It's all gone. So these were the apartments that I made originally. This was like you came in here. I don't remember who lived. This one was Rhino's. He had a chicken that was dinner boned. The only thing left of his entire apartment is that armor stand. Big Buddy Boy's apartment is right here. His looks like it's maybe missing a few things, but otherwise, you know, it looks like it might all be there. I don't remember what his place looked like. Now, right down here, I actually had another staircase that went underground. There was a spawner right here in the mountain. I think it was a zombie spawner, and it was only allowed to be used by people who lived in the apartments. So that's gone too. It's completely covered up. So A couple empty apartments and stuff. People lived in all these apartments, but I don't remember who lived where, and it looks like a lot of it got reverted back and got deleted. So here's another apartment. It has an armor stand. Someone clearly lived here, but I don't recall who. Over here is Nojo's old apartment. His actually looks like, I think everything he had is here. For some reason, he didn't know how to use an apostrophe, so it says Nojo, comma. I don't know, it's pretty stupid. As you can see, all the maps and stuff around the world are corrupted out. They just won't even appear. But yeah, it looks like most of his stuff is still here. Now, people lived in the apartment, and what they had to do was they came to live in the apartment, and then once we trusted them, they were able to move out and go build somewhere else. We just wanted to make sure that they weren't going to grief us. So here's Gold Panda's apartment. His beds and stuff are missing, and I think he had an armor stand and something up over the wall there, but a lot of his stuff is gone as well. Here's Ray's apartment. Now, Ray's apartment, I think, is actually probably all still here. I don't remember him putting a whole lot of super detail in. I think there's something above the cookers, like a stove hood kind of made thing that is gone, but that's probably about it. I think otherwise it's all there. Now, I made this little roof area and stuff because I wanted to. We all had wings, and I wanted us all to be able to fly off. But all the wings and stuff in our world is all gone now. Most of the items that we had just got deleted somehow. Now, this area here is really annoying. There was a couple of spawners right under the ground here. This was like a weird natural cave that was already here. Now the whole cave is completely covered in with sandstone for some reason, and I couldn't find the spawners again. But they were under the ground here, and we had a huge room dug out. It had a spot for a little food shop. It had some chandeliers. And it had like the spawners in the corners, and it had a huge entrance. It looked really good, but it's all gone. Up here, I had a admin house where all of us admins put really good items and loot and stuff that we'd share together. The only thing that's left is the armor stands. It was 3 floors. It had a basement that had like a pool table and a bar, and then it had a second floor, which was like a meeting area, and the third floor was a trophy room. And then I also had a spot in the ground where you just see me kind of look over toward the desert. There was actually a spawner that there was a little minecart took us out, and it was for the admin house only. There was also a railroad on the side of the house that went out to a village, and the entire village is now erased and replaced with an ocean from when the aquatic update happened. Floating chest here has some maps and stuff in it. There was a map wall here. We were working on a map wall, and then there was like a road and stuff that walked right by it, and we had a huge amount of maps filled out, but it's just all gone. Now this here, the river right here by my base, I actually took this over. I put glass across the entire floor, dug the whole thing out, 2 blocks underneath it, and I had a staircase and everything that went over into that mountain there, and it actually had a the chorus plant. It had a chorus plant farm in there, and I made it look like an end island, and I made the rest of the wall like out of black wool and stuff like that. So it looked pretty cool, and it looked like an island floating in space, but it's obviously all gone. So the little community storage area is still here for blocks and all that, but most of the blocks and everything have been erased. As you can see here, there actually is a very small piece of the floor thing that I had made. This is all that's left of it. I don't know why it didn't get corrupted out and this didn't get deleted, but I had it going everywhere over the floor. And this was really old, because this is what when we first started, and I put a couple pieces of glass down to see what color I wanted to use. Then I had a walkway and everything that came into my base, but it's all gone. It looked good and everything. It was all lit up and all that, and it's all gone now. So go ahead and get out of here. So right up here, I actually had this little area. It looked like a miniature version of my my base. It was all made out of the mesa biome. That's why I threw the sand there and stuff. And this was like a giveaway boxes, and I gave away like a lot of loot and stuff. As you can see, the thing disappeared, but the chest stayed, and they like turned and stuff. And there's a lot of these invisible blocks around the world. that can't be broken. It can't be walked through. So it kind of really corrupts it out where there's spots here and there where things used to be built where the game is still registering a block, but it's an unbreakable block. So here's my bridge and everything. I had a shop in a little offshoot on the right that actually had a, it was a enchanted book shop, but I remade that in my Minecraft Pocket Edition world, so you guys could have seen that if you watched that base tour. So here's my little apartment in my base. Got a little storage area. There's Burtis' feather, my little bed. I had more detail in here to make this look kitcheny and stuff, and it's all gone. There's the second bird that I went to go get. Key lime. The first one I had was red. So over here, I actually had this little hidden room. This is like just a placeholder, just so I could remember the idea. I had a huge room dug out where myself and whoever I allowed would go back there and flip a switch, and it would just dump XP bottles on you. Because the one village I was really close by had some clerics there that would trade rotten flesh for XP bottles, and we would just save up all the rotten flesh from the spawners. So I have these little nice decorative fireplaces around. Here's a little storage area in my nether portal. Another little fireplace. This here was like my armory room. I had a bunch of red shulker boxes. Also, this is leather armor that was dyed to match my guy's colors, but it all is corrupted out to white. These are a bunch of pool cues for the bunch of pool tables. Got our jukebox. Got our bar, Fireball, Smirnoff, Absolute Vodka, Hennessy, Budweiser Select, Captain Morgan. Got some tables and stuff here, and then back here we have the little VIP section. This is where everyone would come when we had meetings and stuff. They'd come and hang out in here. It's a hot tub. It's got Sally Salmon in it. I don't remember why, but Sally Salmon's in there. And then here's the VIP pool table. It's red. And we got a VIP bar over here. Gentleman's Jack, Johnny Walker, Crown Royal, some Bacardi, some Jägermeister, some Jose Cuervo. And, so this is pretty much intact as far as I remember. At least that bar area is. So we come up here, and here's my personal farm. I didn't want to ruin how the base looked from my map point of view, so I just put red glass up here. It didn't really make a difference, though. And then I have all these shulker boxes that are full of food. They blend in with the wall and everything. I dyed them to look that way. Now over here I have a little potion brewing room, but my brewing stands are gone, and the blocks that they were on are gone. It's all corrupted out. It's very disappointing. Then over here I have my little library with my max level enchanting book, or table. Right here was some more shulker boxes that are gone. They got deleted. And then I used to put videos, ideas for videos on the wall here, and then put the supplies I needed in there. I got rid of those, actually. I don't know why they came back. And then I had a room just like those rooms over here where I had some animals and stuff, and I brought some grass blocks in, but that whole thing got deleted out. So then we come down here, and I had a feeling that someone, like I was always keeping up to date online. I was hoping someone would find a way for us to be able to like glitch in some spawners or something. So I always just had the hope of that. So I built these spawner rooms in case that ever happened, where you could just put a cage on those and then put an egg in it or whatever. Obviously that I haven't seen that, you know, out or nothing, so I never did anything with these. It was just for looks, basically. I also had huge doorways right here by this fireplace on both sides that led back to a massive storage room that had tons of chests and armor stands on the ends, and then like a fireplace at the end, the back or whatever, and it's all gone now. Now these darker rooms, these are for mob, you know, like bad entities or whatever. These are for skeletons and all that. I was going to turn these into grinders. The white ones were for food, for animals. So you run down here, and they would have all spawned in. You would have just killed them through the little thing, and then it would have collected it all in the hoppers. And then back here was a little storage area. So that's really about it. Other than that, we had a nether, which is totally erased. The nether had I had a little house where my portal is, and then there were roads going to various places, and a road that went all the way over to our end area and all that, and it all got corrupted out. It's all gone. There was a community house as well where the community nether had reached in, and it's gone. I also walked like the 3,000 blocks away to the end portal that we had, but the end is also gone. We had a end town. The end portal is underneath a village. The village was completely blocked off and only accessible by going through the nether to the portal that led to the end, and then you could walk up the stairs there and go into the village, but that's all totally gone. So that's it. That's kind of the story of what happened to the realm and how badly corrupted it got. I'm sure a lot of people probably won't really watch this whole way through. I'm sure the people who do are probably the people who were in the realm. So, alright guys, I just wanted to share that little story with you guys. I'll see you in the next one.